Zing or Zang, presented by Zing Zang, America's #1 Bloody Mary mix. Go get it wherever you get it. Zang responsibly. Zing or Zang. So Zing is yes, Zang is no. Player from each team. Who would you rather have on your squad? Connor Hellebuyck or Jake Ottinger? The Team USA goalie bowl, as some people are calling it. Like, does the winner of this series just go ahead and get the nod in Milan Game 1 for Team USA? I don't know. But Hellebuyck or Ottinger, Zing or Zang?
I got a Zang with Hellebuyck here simply because this dude, for the first time in a long time, a goalie is being talked about in the MVP conversation. I can't let that go away. As great as Ottinger's been, and I saw the metrics finally. Ottinger was the third best goalie in the first round.
Yep.
Just unbelievable. I know Hellebuyck looked really bad in that first round, and for whatever reason, in the postseason he does. But dude, like, that USA game, that Canada game, there were some saves in there where I was like, man, playoff Hellebuyck, because this is big. This is the biggest game he's ever played in.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he looked pretty damn good for most of the game. And it's a 1 versus 1A, and I think this series leaves the door open for Jake Ottinger to take that 1A.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, May 6th, I'm gonna Zang with Connor Hellebuyck.
So you're taking Hellebuyck in that one? So you're zinging. All right. I'm going to zing Otter. There is something about playoff Ottinger that we do not see out of Hellebuyck majority of the time over the last 4 or 5 years.
I can't argue with you.
I think the last time we saw like exceptional playoff Hellebuyck was 2021. Otter comes up in 22 and has 64 saves in his first game 7 out of 67 shots. Like, we've seen Otter do this since he came up. He hasn't had, like, there's been games where there's been 4 goals on him, and it's a lot of just really good play from the other team. There's tip-ins. There's just crazy plays that happen. Obviously, in game 1, in round 1, it's like you had a kicked-in goal and then a crazy tip, and it's like they were 2 weird goals, and all of a sudden it's 2-0, and then you got to climb out of a hole and they score 4. Whatever. I'm zinging Ottinger because we haven't seen him do what Hellebuyck has over a 7-game series. Like, Otter has been either exceptional or great in the playoffs, and there's not really an in-between there. He's either one, and he's never good, and he's never bad. He's either great or exceptional. So if Hellebuyck has 3 games like he had against the Blues, it's not just 5 goals in 2 periods. It's like 6 or 7 if he does that against the Dallas Stars, not the St. Louis Blues. And that's what I'm looking at, is like Hellebuyck has the ability to just have the yips, essentially, and just no show, where Ottinger hasn't shown that yet. And he very much could this series. I can't deny that that's a possibility, but I'm zinging Otter on this one.
Yeah, it's a Canadian phenomenon with Hellebuyck in the playoffs. Like, Ottinger has had a bad game, but Hellebuyck has had a bad series before.
Yeah, and there's a
huge difference between the two. I want to be wrong, and I want Ottinger to just completely take over that USA net. That would be so much fun. But yeah, we'll see.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun with the goalie matchup because it's Team USA versus Team USA, and they're really jockeying for position. Hellebuyck ran away with it before 4 Nations because the Winnipeg Jets were winning every game that they played, and Ottinger was just kind of holding strong with like a lot of just kind of mess ups around the net, and the team wasn't scoring at will like they normally do. So first part of the season, I get why Hellebuyck got the nod. But Zing or Zang? Zing for yes, Zang for no. Kyle Connor or Mikko Rantanen? The 2 best forwards that they have available. I would have put Scheifele here, but Scheifele, we don't know if he's playing game 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know when he's playing. I would assume he's going to play pretty soon, but I don't know about game 1.
In last year's series, the one bright spot was Kyle Connor on that team, but this past 2 weeks, we've finally seen a comfortable Mikko Rantanen. I'm taking Mikko Rantanen every single day of the week, and twice on Sunday because we do play on Sunday.
We do. I'm also zinging with Mikko Rantanen. I think Kyle Connor had one of the best seasons that we saw this year.
Yeah.
He had 92, 97 points, something like that.
American born.
Over 40 goals. He's going to be a stud on Team USA in Milan in 2026. But Mikko Rantanen just did something we've never seen before. Back-to-back 4-point periods in the playoffs. A hat trick in the 3rd period against your former team. Never been done before. Like, things that have never been done before. And he's top 7 in NHL playoffs points per game in his career. It's like, if can have 12 points in a series against your former team where there is bad blood and you're trying to put it on them, but you didn't score except for game 3, that assist, until game 5. He had 3 points in game 5. He had 4 points in game 6, 4 points in game 7. It's like, if he's going at this rate, there is not a single person in the world that can stop Mikko Rantanen.
No, like all-time playoff performer.
Yeah, you talk about playoff risers and playoff fallers, Hellebuck and Ottinger, and then Mikko Rantanen. It's like, my goodness. I'm zinging Mikko Rantanen. Next one, Zing or Zang, Cole Perfetti or Wyatt Johnson. Cole Perfetti is 23 years old. Wyatt Johnson is 21, turning 22, I believe, this month. That's why I put them together in this one.
I like
relatively similar point totals. I think Wyatt had them by 7 or 8 points in the regular season, but Perfetti had over 60. I believe Wyatt had about 65, 66. Zing or Zang, Perfetti or Wyatt Johnson?
So I watched Zero Gravity this morning, actually.
Yeah,
and we talked about, it's absurd how young this kid is. And in the playoffs, game series clinching goals, to do it once would be awesome. But 3 times, like
2 times, and then he scored in every game 7 he's played in.
Like, the way we talk about Mikko Rantanen right now and how great he's had of a career he's had, Wyatt Johnston's even premature on those kind of numbers. So I'm saying Wyatt Johnston, man, like that goal he scored, the angle was insane. I've seen him score a hat trick in person. Like, the kid, I think, was at the golf course the other day.
He was.
Like, just, you could put him against their best goal scorer, and I would take Wyatt Johnston.
I'm also going to take Wyatt just because the Jets did not advance past round 1 last year with Perfetti. And it's like, Perfetti came on this season. He's been really good, and he's on a great team, and that helped Wyatt Johnston out in his first 2 seasons. Like, he's on a Western Conference Finals team. His first 2 years, he's living with Joe Pavelski, surrounded by Jamie Benn, Matt Duchene, all these guys that he can learn from. Now, Perfetti's getting a little bit of that, but he's a little bit older. He's 2 years older than Wyatt Johnson, which is very funny that he's 23 and 2 years older than this kid. But, yeah, I'm zinging Wyatt. I mean, just the game-winning goals in Game 7, 2 of them, only player in NHL history to have 2 before the age of 22 in Game 7, game-winning goals. He's scored in every Game 7 he's played in.
Jesus Christ,
it's terrifying. Like, he did it against the Kraken in 23, his rookie year. He's 19 years old. And then he just did it again against Colorado on a power play with less than 4 minutes left. And then he scored the opening goal against Vegas in Game 7 last year. It's like, when the times get tough, Wyatt Johnson shows up.
He's like a real life version of the Mighty Ducks, Nick Banks.
Yeah. He's just unreal, and he's just so nonchalant. Everyone in that locker room is pretty nonchalant, I will say, outside of Mush and Sagan. Like, everyone's just like, yeah, we're here to play hockey. That's it.
He's like that freshman on the varsity that's the best hitter on the team. And you're just like, dude,
what do you do?
The guy, like, doesn't even have a driver's license, and he's going 2 for 3 every game.
Like, he didn't even have to pay rent for 2 years. The Pavelskis, he's living in someone else's house, another man that he never met until training camp. It's like, it's crazy. But last one, Zing or Zang, Neil Pionk for the Jets or Thomas Harley. I think those two are equivalent, relatively close point totals. Obviously, Pionk had some awesome plays in Game 7 for the Jets. Thomas Harley has been QB1 on the power play for months now, and he's carried a load that Miro Heiskanen was carrying for him before. So he's excelled quite a bit.
Okay.
But Neil Pionk or Thomas Harley, Zing or Zang?
I'm going to zing Pionk only because, man, I don't know what Harley's at on the injury report, but he battled through that first series. It's taken a lot out of him. He took one really nasty hit during that series. Yeah. And Pionk, for the most part, you know, if they were both healthy on an even playing field, I'm taking Harley all day. This was his coming out year. But to replace Miro Heiskanen is a tough ask. He did it, and I highly doubt he's 100%. I mean, they're hockey players. They're probably none of them are 100%, but he's probably definitely feeling everything from that last series. So I'm gonna zing Pionk for right now.
Okay. I've zinged every star. I'm realizing that right now. Yeah, Pionk was just so good for the Jets in round 1, where seemingly nothing was going right for them outside of games 1 and 2. It's like, it's terrifying Game 5. It was terrifying Game 6. Like, Pionk was really good throughout the entire series. When Hellebuck was crashing and burning, like he got pulled 3 times, I think, in round 1.
Vezina winner.
After 40 minutes. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to see. But Pionk being the quarterback on that defense, being the blue line, just wall for him. I'll zing with you. I'll go Pionk for right now because I don't know the update on Harley. I would assume he's fine. We never asked after Game 7. We didn't ask yesterday in practice. He wasn't there for morning skate. He wasn't on the ice. I shouldn't say that he wasn't there. He was probably in there getting training or he was lifting, whatever it was, because Mikko never got on the ice, but I saw him lifting. So Harley was probably there. Just didn't see him. Pionk, I'll zing with you on that one.
So, man, I pretty much went down the middle.
You did. You're every other.
And I think, I know we're favorites, man, but this is going to be a tough season.